Good morning, everybody. Good morning. On this Thursday morning, as we starting our day, let's just be happy that our eyes are open. And I pray that everybody's mind is ready to receive something this morning. Shout out to those in the chat. That's early. Realist, good morning. Cece, good morning. Intrinsic, Grand Rising. Shiki, good morning. Right? Let's get into it. Today, I'm just going to talk. I want to talk about intention, right? You know, there's a lot of people that say they have a good intent or an intent to do something. So let's just look this word up real quick, right? So intention is a thing that is intended, an aim or a plan, right? I know we're all from different regions of the country, but when I was coming up, when you went to school, the first thing you saw on the chalkboard, especially in your English or math class, was aim, right? So when you aim for something, your intent is to hit that spot. If you play, those that play games, Gears of War, Call of Duty, you look through that scope and you're aiming at something. Your intent is to take that character out, take that enemy out. And that's what we're here to talk about. We're talking about our intentions, right? Some of us come here on this platform with an intention to do something, whether it's good, bad, or different, is within each and every one of us, right? Shout out to Cheeky CC because they were the first one to say your heart is pure, Gary. So we think you can be a influencer, or you can encourage somebody in their time of need. So when I came on here, my intention was to be just that, because you hear so many negative aspects, you hear so many negative views, perspectives of things, that you get tired of hearing it. You get tired of the negative comebacks. You get tired of hearing negative response. It's a reason why people don't watch the news, because they are tired of the doom and gloom that is all around them, right? So when my live first appeared, you was nervous. Everybody had the jitters. Those of us that done this before, that very first time, it was a very, you had doubt of your intention. You had doubt of self. But as that live goes on, as that as the session goes, the minutes and the seconds go on, you gain a confidence within yourself that you will be able to get through your live. Your intention was to get through that very first live, and you leave it where it's at. Okay, you go back and you hear yourself. Some of us probably said that don't sound like me, but you heard the message that you had put on display, and the intention was to make sure that it was heard, even through the sounds of awkwardness, through the sounds of quietness, as you sat there and edited or reheard your live. Your intention was met, right? So as we go along during this thing, right, we have an intention of being the best us, right? We have to understand that with your intent, your goal can, your goal will. I don't want to say can, because when you do things with an intention, your your destination will be made, right? So if you have an intention of gaining wisdom, you must understand that your intention to understand will lead you to that wisdom, right? What does that mean? What am I saying here? I'm saying without intention, your goal could never be achieved, right? You know, when you like somebody, right? When you court somebody, your intention is to be with them, right? When you like somebody, you are intentionally pouring into someone that you believe it can go further. The ultimate goal is to love them. The ultimate goal is to be in a relationship. Some say marriage, in a friendship. Your intention is to be the best friend that you could possibly be. And so we have to understand that our intentions are genuine. We have to understand that our intentions are are are, are made to be sacrificial, meaning some people may not accept your intentions, right? Some people may, you putting on a show, you faking it till you make it. That's not what an intention is. The intention is a genuine act to achieve your goals. Like I said, there are people here that wants to be a new person. So their intention is to shed the old, to shed the skin like the serpent, like the snake. He shed the skin so he could receive its new skin. Birds shed or pluck their feathers out with the intent to have new feathers so they can glide and soar to their highest point of their flight. And that's how we have to do it going forward. We have to shed the aspects of our old lives. Many of us have done things that was wrong in our lives, and now we are shedding it with the intention to become a new person. You shed your old thoughts with the intent to become a new person, a new creature. That's what the Bible says, but at the same time, we understand that to be true because we are no longer that person that we was as early as yesterday, but as far along as years ago. We ain't like how we was in our 20 because the intention now is to be a mature person, a seasoned vet, as they call it in the sports world. You come in wet behind the ears, but the intention is to last as long as you can, to do the best, to be the best. And in order for you to be the best, your intentions, your work, your effort must be in a consistent level, right? We already understand that inconsistency cannot be your consistency. And if it is, your intention is to be lackadaisical. Your intention is to be, sad to say, worthless, because anything that you value, your intention is to receive it. If you want to be a millionaire, your intention is to give up everything to become that. You must sacrifice your time that you would normally give to partying and now give it to your work ethic. Your your ethics is going to get you to your goal. And that's all the intention is. The intention is to get you to that goal. Your aim is to get you to where you need to be, because when you left that class, some of us may have had an understanding of what was taught, but for those that don't, we have to work a little bit harder because the intention is to get that lesson in our mind. And so too is what we have to do with our lives, right? We want to be that loving person, but the intention of removing that hate must be activated. In order to change your life, the intention is to leave the nonsense behind you. So we understand that intention is a necessity in our everyday life. If there is no intention, you back at stagnation, and we already know stagnation kills dreams, and dreams are worth nothing if our eyes are not focused on the goal at hand. So it's just an amazing aspect. Shout out to Intrinsic, because while she was talking about her acceptance of her newness, I kept hearing the word intention, intention, because while she is accepting, while she was accepting her newness, her intention was to leave the nonsense behind her. And that's how we have to go forward in our everyday life. You know what I mean? Shout out to the word. Happy birthday, big bro. You know, I chilled out with him last night and we were just talking about how far he came within this year, the trials and tribulations, but he had the intention of letting those things, leaving those things in the past. Because if you don't leave those things in the past, you carrying the baggage into the future and you ain't doing nothing but bringing weight, dead weight, and it's going to hold you back. So that's another thing that we have to really, really focus on as we go forward. Shout out to Realist. Realist was talking to, he made his premiere this morning. I had to catch the replay, but he was talking about how this person who claimed to want to be with somebody was doing so much nonsense that he unlived his lady. That's being kind, right? But what was his intention? His intention was not loving her. He was lusting after her, because anytime you love somebody, you could love them from a distance, one, but you could love them and what the best for them, right? You can't just sit there and say I love you and then take you out. You can't say I love you and watch somebody have a downfall. That's not what love is. But because their intention was not of that love, it allowed them to become lustful. It took them away from their actual goal. Their aim was never about love. Their aim was about possessing. So why not possess the intention of being the love of somebody's life? Whether it's in a friendship, whether it's in your children's eyes, or your family members' eyes, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Let's be the best us, but without intention, we will never succeed in that destination because we have no drive to reach the goal, right? You got to have gas. So the gas for us is trying to get to that goal. The intention is our gas. Our mind is the car, our body is the vessel, and as we drive, we see the goal that's in front of us, right? I always tell people, when you're driving, the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield, because the intention is to continue to go forward and not keep looking over our shoulders. So if we keep looking over our shoulders at that little things, what we really are looking at is the frustration and hurting of our eyes, because we got to strain it to keep looking at that small thing. The beauty of your windshield is that you could just look and see everything. You don't have blinders. It's not. It's the vision is wide. It's right in front of you. So as you see your intention getting closer to your goal, it's a beautiful thing to see, because it's always in front of you and not behind you. So we have to understand what intentions truly are in the lives of each and every one of us. Now, I understand that there is some pain that may be coming along with us. But like I said before, and a long time ago, that we got to leave the baggage behind us, right? Because we carrying things in our baggage that don't even need to come along with us with our intended trips, right? When you plan for your trips, you take the things that are necessity. Even though a lot of us turn wants into needs, we have to understand that the needs of the intention outweighs the wants of our desire. Not even a desire, uh, uh, what's another word for desire? But we're gonna stick with desire. Our wants and needs, we cannot keep flip flopping them. A need is a necessity. A want is a, a desire. You know, like I may need it, I may want it, but I think I need this more. We may want to be good, but I need to be great. I need to be average. No, I need to be great. You want to be your best, but you need the greatness to be shown in front of you. And those are the things that we have to continue to add on to our everyday life. The same way we need to go to bed to wake up, to get the rest that we need, to refuel our bodies, to refuel our minds, to refuel our souls. Those are the things that we need with our intentions. The greatest expectation comes from your intentions. Your greatest reward is going to go through your intentions. And without intentions, we are we're just existing. We're just here. There's people with the intentions of doing negative things, and a lot of them may be striving, and a lot of them may be doing better than us with the good intentions in life. It doesn't mean that they're better than us. They're working harder. Well, they're working their intentions to its full potential. Now, I'm not here to say that it's harder to be negative than positive. I'm saying that there are people in this world on these YouTube streets that are doing the things that allows their intentions to be illuminated, to be bright, to be seen by many, many people. Us on this side that are trying to do the right things, that are trying to improve ourselves, to better ourselves, we have to understand our light may not be seen, but the intention is to go forward with the improvement of our everyday lives. You know, we have to understand that our best selves are going to go through some things. The intention is to reach the goal, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be bumps and bruises or or forks in the road. You know what I mean? Atmosphere, good morning. You know, we have to understand that the intention is to finish. When you start a race, your intention is to cross the finish line, but you must endure sometimes. I always tell people that the race is never given to the swift nor the strong, but those who endure. You have to pace yourself because you're not going to be at your highest all the time. And Lord knows we ain't trying to be at our lowest. But the intention is still the same, to complete your race, to cross that finish line. And a lot of us are in route of doing so. During the fasting time, right? It was very hard to see the things that I was lusting for because I wanted it so bad, but the intent was not to touch it because I needed to give that away to become a better me, to become in tune with my mind, body, and soul. The intention was successful because the goal was met. And that's the thing that we have to understand. When you meet your goal, your intention was well worth the situation. It was well worth the fight. The battle may not be ours all the time, meaning that there's going to be someone there to assist us. But at the end of the day, you got to go through the victory. You got to gain your victory with the intention of being the success that you want to be. You know what I mean? A boxer is his intention is to win the fight, no matter if it's one round through a knockout or withstanding the whole 12 or 15 rounds. His intention is to win. And that's how a lot of us feel. We feel like we're in there. Some of us think we're shadowboxing ourselves. But the fact that we are going through these fights, these rounds, round by round, We're throwing jabs. We're guarding. We're protecting ourselves. Don't hit me in my face. Don't break my rib. We are guarding ourselves with the intention of making sure that we get through those 3 minutes of the round, because that's what most rounds go through for those that don't understand the boxing situation, right? Miss T, good morning. But each round you get to understand, sometimes you may understand the fighter as you observe through your defense mechanism. When you put your guards up, you can actually see his patterns, its routines of how it's trying to attack you. So then your intention now is to outmaneuver his offense with your defense. Some people's intention is to outbox a boxer with no defense and hope that that haymaker you throw can put that person on the floor and make sure they're not getting back up. That's called a TKO in the boxing world, right? But in real life, those haymakers may come once in a blue moon, because a lot of us don't have the stamina to throw it, because our intention is not is to go through, but it's not to be a one hit quit or one hit a quitter. We don't put that effort in to our intentions to do so. A lot of us are slow grinders, right? And if we're slow grinders, our intention is to get there at the pace that we are setting. So we have to know the situations that we're in. We have to understand that our intention is going to guide us to the finish line. No one can get to their goal without having the intention of succeeding. A lot of people have plans in their minds and just think it's just going to work because they thought about it. No, the intention is the fuel to the goal. You could think about, well, I'm just going to go cook. Now, is your intention to have good food or just to eat? Because you don't have to make cereal, right? The cereal is already made for you. But if you're going in there to cook, you got to season it with the intention of it's going to fulfill your taste buds. And that too is a part of the life that we have going forward. Your intention is to have that tastefulness of the victory that you have coming towards you, right? So you got to season yourself with the intention of that victory is going to be so flavorful to you that ain't nothing going to beat it. It's going to make you continue to strive for it, even if you're not there to watch your food. You have to have the intention of knowing that I am gonna cook this the best way I can, and everybody that tastes it is going to love it, right? It's just like when we put these messages out here, we practice and we get the words that we think that everybody's gonna understand, so that it's a seasoning to our message, right? Even if it sounds like you're sluggish, the message is still received because your intention of seasoning it for everybody to gather it was successful. And so those are the things that we have to understand going forward, right? Our intention is the gas to the car to get us to the goal of our victories in our lives. Whether it's, like I said, relationships, whether it's, you know, entrepreneurship, whether it's to your financial aspects of gaining. Your intention is the key to your successes. And until we understand that, we are just all just floating around in the and it's not going to get us to our destination without our intentions being activated. Activate your intentions. When you activate your intentions, you can pace yourself to the finish line. You can pace yourself. You can put it in you can put your car in cruise control, knowing as long as there's no traffic, there's no cars, there's nothing in front of you, you don't have to put your foot on the pedal. You don't have to brake. because that constant movement is going to get you there. It may not get you there at the time that you want it to be, but they have an expression. God is always on time. You will get to your destination on time. It may not be the time that you want it to be, but you will get there on time because your intention is to get there no matter how long it takes. You know what I mean? Some people want to buy a home. So the intention is to save the money up. Your intention is to get your credit score up if you can get the loan that you need to purchase your home. Those are the things that we need going forward. You got to build. You got to build yourself. You got to encourage yourself. You got to understand that, listen, my intention is genuine. It's going to get me to where I need to go. And when it gets you where you need to go, you will gain the victory. You know, and it's an awesome thing to know that your intention is going to get you there. So we have to just apply these things to our everyday lives, right? I try my best to not just give you the word that I'm saying, but apply it to my life. Because if it doesn't apply for me, how could I expect it to apply for anybody else? Because I'm expecting it to work for you, it has to work for me. In order for it to work, you have to give it its full potential. And without the intention of succeeding, some of us are going to fail. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I just believe that, the words that was given to me yesterday through the lives of Intrinsic, through the lives of the Word and the premiere of Realist, it allowed me to see what intentions do we have. I believe all three of them are genuine people. I believe that they want the best for each and every one of us, and that's what draws us all together, because our intention is for each other to have the best results in each and every one of our lives. For those of you that's in the chat, I want that for you as well. I would just want you to use your intentions. The intent to be your better selves, you must apply it to your lives. And so, I'm just very thankful that I have been given a platform to be an encouraging person, because my intention is just that, to encourage, to say, hey, there's something better on the other side of the road. The grass is actually greener on the side that you're on, and it's real grass. It's not nothing fake about it. It's not astroturf, but it's real grass. You put your foot in it, you can feel the electricity of the earth once you set your foot on there barefoot. Don't let nothing block it. And that's what's even as I'm speaking right now, there's something trying to block me from my good intentions of giving somebody a good word about intention. But I know through it all, the energy is going to be received because my intentions are pure. Through it all, we will gain the victory because our intention will get us to the finish line. And that's what I want everybody to gather and gain from this conversation that I am having with each and every one of you that are here, and anybody that catches a replay. Without your intention, your goal will never be met. Just remember that as you close your eyes, as you store it in your mind, without the intention, your goal cannot be met. And with that being said, everybody, I would like to thank each and every one of y'all that is here. I pray that, even through the awkwardness of my voice today, for some reason, that the message is still received. I pray that, through it all, you guys have been great supporters of mine. My 33 brother, happy birthday. The word is in the building. And like I was saying though, I just want everybody to understand your intention is what's going to drive you. Your intention is what's going to fuel you. Your intention is what's going to give you the energy to say, get out the bed. Let's go to work. Let's let's go out there and give somebody an encouraging word. Let's go on out there to help somebody find a job. Let's go on out there and allow me to be the better father than my father was with me, or the better mom than my mom was for me. Your intention is just going to make you a better person. Period. There's no other way around it. And as I end my live, I just want everybody to know, without your intentions, your goals cannot be made. Everybody have a good day. My 33 brother, enjoy your birthday. I'll probably see you sometime this week. We don't want to see you this weekend, word. We see you after that. You enjoy yourself, man. You work too hard. Your intentions was for everybody to gain something, and even through it, you may not have believed they got it, but at the end of the day, we got it. We salute you, word. Happy birthday. And like I said, with that being said, I'm out.